Hey everyone, you're welcome back to my channel. My name is Lola and today I'm going to be making this very simple and straightforward stir fry pasta. But before we get into it, if you have not subscribed to this channel, hit that subscribe button now. So I already have my ingredients chopped and prepped and ready to go, and I have previously boiled my water in kettle just so that things go fast. So I'm salting the water that I've transferred into the pot for my pasta, and I'm using the very skinny pasta, that's spaghettini. And see my daughter's little hands there, she wanted to join me to cook by all means, and I said okay, let's do it. So once you put your pasta in, make sure you stir it immediately, because the worst thing you can have is pasta that's sticking together. Now, this is something my sister and I used to do when we were little. Did you see how I'm like roasting the pasta in the fire directly? We used to do this all the time. I don't know if we were the only ones. Did anybody else do this? And once we had it roasted, it became like popcorn. It would like snap, and we would like chew on it and just snap on it. Did anybody else do this, or was it just us? If you did, leave a comment below. Alright, so make sure you're stirring your pasta like every minute or two so that it doesn't stick. And for me, it's fine here. I don't want it to be too soggy. I've drained it in my colander and reserved my pasta water in the bowl below. And this is the protein I'm using. I'm using chicken breast. I have sliced it into, sizable slices like that. And I'm going to go ahead and season with my coarse Himalayan pink salt. You can use regular salt. I just felt like using this, and then some black pepper. Just three things I'm seasoning my chicken with. And my favorite, or I should say one of my favorite seasonings, is this everything seasoning by Badia. I think it's supreme seasoning. I love it because it's really complete seasoning. It has everything. So I'm seasoning the chicken lightly because each step of this dish is going to be seasoned, so I don't want any seasoning to overpower the other. Now this is my stir fry sauce. I have my pasta water, some dark soy sauce, and some oyster sauce, and then I'm gonna be adding some garlic paste. So I'm just eyeballing, based on experience. I can tell what I'm gonna need, and you can try to do the same and just use little by little of it. But for me, that was just the perfect amount I needed. So I went into my wok with some sesame oil and regular vegetable oil, and I swirled it around so that nothing sticks. And I'm going to go ahead and start to cook my chicken. And when you're cooking your chicken, sometimes they stick to each other, they may get into like a clump, but just try to move things around as much as possible and leave it be, let it cook. Don't touch it too much so that it doesn't break up. And once one side is cooked, you can start to sort of move it around, try to break things up if anyone's are sticking together, and then take that out and set it aside. Now in the same pan, because we want to build flavor, I'm adding some more sesame oil just because I felt like I'll need it. And I'm starting with my aromatic veggies, so my onion, garlic, ginger, and some chilies, habanero, green and like the orange that hasn't ripened to red yet. This was really spicy, so if you don't want it spicy, you can definitely leave that out or reduce the quantity. And I'm only seasoning this with some salt just so that it sweats off a bit, and I stir and fry it for a little bit. This is a stir fry, so we're going to be doing a lot of stirring and frying. So I go in with my preferred veggies. I'm just using what I have on hand: some carrots, some green pepper, the white part of my spring onion, and then these runner beans. I just pre-cooked it, and then I'm going in and stir frying everything like that. Like I said, it's a lot of stirring and a lot of frying. Now I'm seasoning with bouillon cubes, black pepper, and my everything seasoning again. And that everything seasoning has some salt in it, so be mindful of the salt. You maybe also salted your pasta while boiling it, so also just be mindful of all that. Now I love celery in my stir fry. I didn't have any fresh one, but I usually keep some in the freezer. Both the leaves and the celery stick itself, and so that was the celery leaves that I had in my freezer. I added, and then I looked at it and saw that I need some more oil, so I added some oil. And that's what cooking is. As you're cooking, you're looking at it, you're smelling it, and you're deciding, okay, do I need more of this, do I need more of that? You're tasting as well. So I went in with my pasta, my pre-cooked chicken, and the stir fry sauce that I had previously mixed. And so we're going to start this stir frying of everything together. What you're just doing is you want to make sure all of the flavors are, rubbing the pasta, for lack of a better word. I added some more sesame oil because I felt like I needed it. I wanted it to shine a little bit. So just keep stirring, stirring. We're on medium to high heat, not totally high heat because I didn't want this to burn. So keep stirring and stirring and stirring. And I went in with my spring onion that had been cut, in some long pieces. And that's it. We're practically done. And this was really, really delicious. Some people prefer that stir fry pasta darker. You can add some more dark soy sauce to make the color a bit darker. Sometimes I do that, but I just felt like making it a lighter brown today. And that's it. You can add, more veggies or more protein. Sometimes I use shrimp, sometimes I use beef. But again, this is just what I had on hand. This is like my typical stir fry pasta process, but things change in terms of like the protein or the veg I used, and I served myself some and it was so delicious. Give this a try this technique, and let me know what you think below. Please like this video, share with your friends, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Bye.